Give me Exodus 4:22. And how in the hell did you try to take this Bible and use it for everybody? You stupid as hell. You dumb as hell. This Bible is what's going to condemn you. Because this is the book of the Israelite. You should have destroyed this book, you dumb so-called white people. Instead of going around and trying to use the Bible is the book that's going to destroy your world.
Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night.
Shalom, Mark. Shalom, Mark. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakathah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakathum.
No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow.
Hey, who shall be smalls? If we don't get them, they gon' get us all. And I'll be damned if I just sit back while my people fall. There is no contestant when we all in this together, so let's come together now so we can end this shit forever. I don't wanna go to school, I'd rather read up on my enemies and study all the methods used to kill my people mentally. Sex, money, and drugs is destroying our identity, and this ain't nothing new. This shit been going on for centuries. Instead of fighting for rights, you should have been fighting for our land. Now we fighting for the man. They'll go right into their plan. And I'm sick of this. It's ridiculous how the government is such hypocrites. They make the laws, then break the laws. How serious should I take the laws? My blood, homie, I take the laws. This family first, worst come to worst, and I die for mine. Me and my niggas, we charged up like alkaline. We strapped up like Columbine. When it's wartime, I'm on the front line. Facts life, I'm acting like I was born again. It's the afterlife.
No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Check it, get your life right, cause this the last call. Christ coming back and he's gonna judge us all. It can happen while you shopping, walk around the mall. Where you from, where you at, Babylon will fall. Lose your head by the sword or obey his laws. You hear them drum beats? We in the midst of war, but it's a holy one. I speak the holy tongue. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakathum. I got the most high power, I ain't need a gun. I'll be out here repping till his kingdom come. His bread's for the children, you can't get a crumb. Yeah, they hear me, they ain't feeling where I'm coming from. But la-di-da-di, fuck everybody from the Catholic Church to Illuminati. Christ coming back, now the Anunnaki trying to warn the people, but they tried to knock me. What you thought that I wasn't gonna throw my voice in? Fuck all of y'all, white Jesus poison. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow.
You're having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you, you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot, making white people riot. You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga. This a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara. Here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel.
The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I'll tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. Hey, they said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. Try to deal death to a priest, you won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand, just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. Look, so how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fucking raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I don't. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
So y'all think it's just about us in here, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn, Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed you a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turning to coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Feel. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. Feel. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. Chill. Yo, chill.
Prison industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. I might start me a fucking riot. Slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They've awakened sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
Good, Captain South. Y'all looking for Rocky Dollar. Good with you. Hey, man, you know, I've been bumping that motherfucker one west till they bury me, man. I just want to let you know. Listen to these other niggas, man. These niggas ain't fucking with you, bro. These motherfucking bars, you spitting that real shit you dropping. That's what niggas need, the motherfucking hip hop right now. All these niggas talking about this motherfucking Papa Molly getting wet. These niggas loving top, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. You a real motherfucking nigga. Keep dropping that real shit, and niggas gonna get on with that shit. Niggas need to get their boots laced up. Niggas need to get their motherfucking fringes, grow that beard out. Niggas need that soldier shit. You bringing that motherfucking shit, man. Keep laying that shit down. You understand? Because right now, we need real niggas, and you the last real nigga left. My nigga, Captain Side War. One west till they bury me. Y'all already know what it is. And the rest of you bitch ass niggas out there, fuck.
I don't want no smoke. 7:30, 1 West. They don't want no problems.
The crossing of the staff symbolizes anybody who is not an officer above or called up to the podium may approach the podium. La Yashala, which means to Israel. which means to stand. Ponya Hakidam, which means to turn and face the east. Now to the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Laba'ah, Watazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baal Ratazah, Kowa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawakinawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawakinawa, Lawa, Debayanawa, Benasai one, a ball, Habashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalaka, Wala Allah, Wala Tapar, Wala Lanyam, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done
thy will be done
in
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread,
Forgive us our debts,
and forgive us of our
as
debts,
we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our
Lead us
debtors.
not to temptation,
And lead us not to temptation,
deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. The ka or the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Shem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
Baba Kasha,
Baba Kasha,
Nathanael,
Nathanael,
Haka,
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 La Pa,
La Parah,
Kal Makala,
Kamakala,
Wakal Marawa,
Kal Marawa,
Haka,
Haka,
La Tahar,
Latahar,
Hamatazarayim,
Matazarah,
Haka,
Haka,
Ahaki,
Ahaki,
Hamaki,
Hamaki,
Haka,
Haka,
All Rakwa,
Arakawa,
Hatama'ala,
Kamala,
Lagarsha,
Garsha,
by Shem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
the water
the
among
water among. The prayer for the Haka or the power in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua.
in the name Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power,
power to heal
the power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of
and
sickness,
all manner of disease.
and all manner of
The
disease,
power to cleanse lepers.
power to cleanse the
The
lepers,
power to raise the dead.
the power to raise the
The
dead,
power against unclean spirits.
the power against unclean
To
spirits,
cast them out.
to cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name Yahushua,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua,
Yahushua.
Wam Yaka'al,
Wam Yaka'al.
Wa Lahayim,
Wala'ayim.
Matazab Ya'ah,
Mazabiyah.
Alawap Yaham,
Alawapyah.
Ha Alawap,
Alawapyah.
Hazaranya,
Nazaranya.
Ha Kwadazayanya,
Akwatazayanya.
Ha Kayayaya,
Akayanya.
Walakwaki,
Wayakwaki.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
by Shem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua.
the word.
The water among. The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
In Yahushua.
and Yahushua,
And Michael.
and
And
Michael,
the angels.
and the angels,
Commanding Journey Yahweh.
commanding Journey Yahan,
The generals.
the generals,
The captains.
the captains,
Officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushua,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah.
Ayanya,
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari,
Al-Hori.
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah.
Izari,
Izari.
Izari,
Izari.
Ma'an,
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Aisha,
Asha.
Shemayam,
Shemayam.
Wa Ratazah,
Lord Ratazah.
O Yathan,
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat,
Amawat.
Ragol,
Magolka.
O Yanawam,
Al-Nanawam.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Hana,
Adam.
La'ah,
La'ah.
Yayawam,
Yayawam.
Wala'ala,
Wala'ala.
Yayashan,
Yayashan.
Shamar,
Shalomar.
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazal,
Tazaka.
Al,
Wow.
Gad,
Yeah.
Yamika,
Yamika.
Yaramam,
Yamamam.
Hashamash,
Shamash.
La'ah, Yakaka,
Yakaka.
Wayarak,
Yayirak.
Hoya'ala,
Wayala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashmarka,
Shamarka.
Makol,
Call.
Rod,
Right.
Yashar,
Yashar.
Athnapashka,
Pashka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Tazaatka,
Kazaka.
Wabuatka,
Wabawaka.
Ma'ita,
Isaac.
Wine,
Wine.
Awilam.
I will love. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the
From
hills.
what comes my help?
From whence comes my help?
My hope comes from Yahweh,
My help coming from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer the foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy keeper.
is thy keeper.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is the shade upon the right hand.
is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Elohim, all Damayah, Lakah, all Takarash, Wa'al, Tashakwat, all Kaya, Pana, Awiyabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, all Amaka, Yara Yumba, Suwada, Waida, Yaritazawad, all Tazapamonika, Akoya, Amara, Lakoa, Wanakidum, Magoya, Wala, Yazakar, Sham, Yasharala, Iwata, Kaya, Naitazwa, Labat, Yakadwa, Oyaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Where's Shemai? Oliyum. Moab. Wargarian. Gabal. Maimawan. Waimalak. Palashah. An. Yeshabi. Tazawar. Gam. Ashawar. Nelawa. Amam. Harion. Zakar. Zerawai. Labunya. Lawat. Selah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadian. Kasiyasara. Kayabian. Banakaol. Kayashwan. Neshar Madu. Ba'ayin Da'arwa. Wakilahaba. Wakizabak. Wakidazol. Manai. Nesar Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Narasha. Laham. Manawa. Narlawa. Alayum. Alaya. Sharatamwa. Kagol. Kagwash. Napanya. Waraka. Kaash. Tabaira. Yaira. Walaaba. Dalahat. Hariyum. Khan. Thardabma. Bazairaka. Wabasa. Wapatka. Dabalam. Malaha. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wabakashwa. Shumka. Yahweh. Yabakashwa. Idea. Wakapara. Warabadwa. Wandaira. Kaya. Atha. Shimka. Yahweh. Labadka. Yanawam. Al. Call. Paul Ratiza.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold
not thy peace.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
For lo.
Thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people. against thy people,
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
let us cut them off,
and let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites of Moab.
The Israelites of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek. The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of life.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
It's unto the Midianites.
It's unto the Midianites.
As the Seraph.
As the Seraph.
As the Jabbin.
As the Jabbin.
At the brook of Kissam.
At the brook of Kissam.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram.
Make their nobles like a ram.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
Are their princes.
As Zeba.
As Zeba.
And as Amun.
And as Amun.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stumble before the wind.
As a fire burneth the wood.
As a fire burneth the wood.
As a flame set the mountains on fire.
As a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy temper.
So persecute them with thy temper.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble.
And trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
That man may know.
That man may know.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment, destruction.
And punishment, destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
Thy teachers. The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment, destruction.
Punishment, destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
The rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into that sanctuary.
To enter through that sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment, destruction.
Punishment, destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
And the court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of that people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. Stand in the way. Try to stop us. Broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go. To and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues shake. The house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh shine. Michael. And Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucer. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak that word. Cause to be known. By all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause to be spread. Through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. Salt, which means to turn, is shoving, which means to be seated. Greece Shinya will let you know where we're reading from. We are in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 16. So, check on this real quick.
Go ahead. Everything's all right?
So,
Everything good? Everything? Deuteronomy. We'll be at again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 16.
Says 6 and what?
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 18.
7 and 18. So I'm getting that with you.
Let me double check it there just to go on to 16. Deuteronomy 7 and 16.
I'm sorry.
7 and 18. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 16. Wakalash. Off. Call. Ha'am. No. That'd be Ha'am. Yeah. Ha'am. Asherah. Yahweh. Allah. I don't believe that's how you pronounce that. It was a characters, I don't know how you pronounce it though. It's Allah.
Just get the character so I can get you something you do with this text.
This would be no. Not the ka. Laka. La'a. No, that's a TH. The ka. Is it the rush? No, it's not rush. It'd be the ka. So it's curve. I'm going to go the kas. The kasa? I don't. So the kas. How do you pronounce that? No, I think I'm the kama. Come. The come. No. No. Are you in the cup? I love you. Al-Yom. Wala. Daibada. Looks like the Ibaka. So it looks like to me. It's got a till on the end of it. Straight across, straight down. You tell me. So it's like Dabaka. The Ibaka. The Ibaka. Ah. Al-Yom. Kaya. Just like nope. Okay, yep, so this would be Moa, Mokusha. This would be Hawa'a. This would be Laka. This would just be Sa. Verse 17. Kaya. The Mara.
We still on 17.
Yeah, I'm at the top of 17. I'm on the second word. Technically the third. There's the first character is a ba, the second one is a la.
And then it looks like the other ones is ba.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it'd be ba la ba ka. Yeah, I guess that's how you pronounce it then. Yep. Well, then you have to put another B in there, wouldn't you?
Well,
because I don't
that it's a double one.
Well, no, because I remember last time when we was doing the Feast of First Fruits, I came across the word that had the same two characters. I'm like, wouldn't the wouldn't the B or the A or something like that be silent? He's like, no, you pronounce it like how it sounds.
Most of them. Listen, if I'm from the prophets, like you Captain the prophets are Shaban Gad coach or something, both of them brothers is mightier than me in this Hebrew, so follow what they said to do, soldier. And let me know so I know to do it.
Right up. The Mara. Wait, I just go backwards? Yes, I did. I'm tripping. I'm going to go to the bottom one. I'm tweaking out on me. But it would be a rubba, ya. This character would be rubba yum. Yep, rubba yum. Hagawayum. Halaha. Mama. Mama na ya. Ayaka. Awakala. I don't know why, but I literally can't even say that. So instead of the characters, it'd be Awakala. The next one would be Laha Ra Ya Sha. That'd be a Ma. Laha Wa. So none would be Shum. This would be Laha Wa.
Where you at?
I'm at the last word on verse 17.
Okay.
So this would be Laha Wa. Lara Shum. Lara Hashum. So like it. Verse 18.
Like I said, I can't pronounce it, but I know the characters.
That's what I was saying about one of the words. I'm like, I physically can't bring my tongue to word out that, but I know the exact characters.
Right.
La
That's it.
the Ira.
Yep.
This would be Mahamon.
That's crazy. Your Hebrew is that much better than mine.
What you mean?
The way you be putting it together.
It's a lot. You don't feel like it.
I can only just get the characters. I'm telling you, like you killing me. Like I didn't get decent at it until I was teaching it every week. Like I would do the Lashwan Kodash, then come back and do the Hebrew and do the Sabbath service. That's the only reason I got halfway decent at it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do. Once I got like the Feast of First Fruit, like I was looking, I'm like, this is starting to get a little bit easier now that I'm actually reading it more.
Right.
Because like if I just sit there and I try to look at the alphabet by itself and I'm not actually reading the Hebrew like how I would in a sentence,
Right.
I just can't get it. If I'm just looking at the alphabet and trying to remember the alphabet, I'm like, I can't get it. I just can't.
Right.
Zachariah. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Does a kara off Ashura? Sorry, no, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Ashura. Yeah, I'm gonna just say yeah. We're going to move on. Ashaha, Ashaz, okay. Yahweh. Allah. Nope. Allah Haka. Yep. So it's gonna be Allah Haka. What would this be? That would be a pa. La pa. La para. La para. La para. La paraya. La para. La para. La paraiha. La paraya. This would be wakalaha. Nope. Walakala.
After this verse, we're gonna get the rest in
English.
Yep.
Come
for
on.
time's sake.
Come. This would be Matazara. Matazara. Matazariyam. Eesh. Mutilated, but I got it. I'm going to take it from the top of verse 17 in the English.
Before you go, let's go.
Or the verse 16.
More, this Hebrew is not an easy thing, man. That's why we have to study it every day. I would recommend, so we have a Lashwan Kodash class every Friday all around the school, which, you know what I'm saying, that's a glorious thing. You know, so that is what's recommended. Me personally, before the Lashwan Kodash, whenever you got some downtime, I would advise getting on this Hebrew and studying the alphabet. If anybody in this city needs a copy of the alphabet, reach out to me personally. I'll get you a copy of the alphabet for you to study on your own, send it to you on your phone. Like, you make time for social media, you make time for your Facebook, you make time for your Instagram, you make time for your Snapchat, you make time for your MySpace, whatever you kids are doing nowadays, you make time for it. Whatever the social media platform is, you make time for it. Make time for this Lashwan production, understand? Make time for it, practice it, learn it. If it ain't nothing but 5 minutes out the day, what I used to do, me personally, is I used to just do the alphabet. I used to just go through the alphabet every day. because that's the only way you're going to get good at it, by reciting it, seeing it every day. That's what I would do. That's what I would recommend. And pretty soon, it'll start to come more and more naturally. You'll start to just fly through this stuff. So I'd like to clap it up one more time for the priest reading this Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy walk. It's not an easy thing. If it was easy, a Christian would do it. You understand? Let's take it from the top.
Come on. Get it.
Let me go to my other one real quick.
That's all I was just doing. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 16. And thou shalt consume all the people which the Lord thy God shall deliver thee. Thine eyes shall not pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their God, for that will be a snare unto these. Verse 17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose them? Verse 18. Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto all Egypt.
Read that again.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto all Egypt.
So verse 17 said, how can I dispose of them? How can I fight against them? You understand? How can I stand up to them? That's when you have that spirit. Verse 18, read that again. This is what verse 18 wants you to do. Whenever you have, how many times have we came across Christians, they say, man, what we gonna do? How we gonna fight against them, man? How we gonna compete with them, man? If you can't beat them, join them. How many times do we hear that? How many times do we deal with that spirit? Read verse 18. Whenever you get that spirit, whenever somebody else has that spirit, this is what you should do.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not be afraid of them.
Quit being a goddamn coward. Quit being afraid. Keep going.
But shalt remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto all Egypt.
Remember the Passover. That's what it's telling you. Remember how the Lord destroyed the Africans for you. Remember how the Lord brought you up out of Egypt. Remember how the Lord did that, man. You understand? Don't worry about the numbers game. Just worry about serving the Lord.
All
The
right.
scriptures say, if you serve the Lord, your enemies become his enemies. You really want your enemies destroyed? You really don't know how you're going to defeat your enemies? Serve the Lord, and as good as done for you.
Right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 19. The great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs, and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby the Lord thy God brought thee out, so shall the Lord thy God do unto all the people of whom thou art afraid. Verse 20. Moreover, the Lord thy God will send the hornet amongst them unto thee that are left, and hide themselves from thee, be destroyed. Verse 21. Thou shalt not be affrighted. Like I believe is how I pronounce it, affrighted, which I believe is another way to say afraid. You can look it up, or do you want me to wait?
No, go ahead and look it up.
Come.
Don't be sure, make sure.
All right, come. Afraid, to frighten someone. That's pretty much what it was. Just another time to be afraid. Verse 21. Thou shalt not be affrighted at them, for the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. Verse 22. And the Lord thy God will put out those nations before thee by little and little. Thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beast of the field increase upon thee. Slucky, if I could, I wanted to reread that the verse I just read real quick.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. And the Lord thy God will put out those nations before thee by little and little. Thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beast of the field increase upon thee. Verse 23. But the Lord thy God shall deliver them unto thee, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction until they be destroyed. Verse 24. And he shall deliver their king into thine hand, and thou shalt destroy their name from under heaven.
Keep going.
There shall no man be able to stand before thee until thou have destroyed them. Verse 25. The graven, there it is. And the graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Read that again.
Verse 25. The graven images of thy God, the graven images of their gods, shall ye burn with fire.
Burn that shit to the ground.
Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee.
When the statue melts and all that good material fall off, the silver, the gold, the diamonds, keep going.
Lest thou be snared therein, for it is an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
It's an old saying that's in the world, you know what I'm saying, that we used to say in the world. If you're a street hustler, if you used to be a street hustler, brother, you know the saying, all money ain't good money. That's an old school saying that, you learn when you first jump off the porch and start hustling in the streets, living in this wicked world. You learn one thing, all money ain't good money. And what's the thought process behind that? Right? The reason you learn that all money ain't good money is because sometimes when you're out here in the streets doing wicked stuff, there's undercover cops or people who are informants and stuff like that. So, usually when somebody comes with a good deal, it's usually, it sounds too good to be true, it's usually because it is. You know what I'm saying? You got product and they try to, well, listen, man, I need it all. I'll double up on the price. I just, you know what I'm saying? Let me get everything you got and I'll come back in 2 days and get the rest. And you probably run it up the chain like, that ain't no good money. That's a setup. You get what I'm saying? It's a trap. This is what the Lord is saying. He's saying, listen, you might think that gold and that silver and them diamonds falling off that statue is good money. But all money ain't good money. It's a trap. It's going to bring you a world of pain. You understand? That's the same analogy. Don't worry about that. And the Lord said this. Not only did he say it's no good, he said it's an abomination unto him. For you to touch that stuff means you hate the Lord. Abomination means hate.
Right.
If you touch that stuff, you hate the Lord. That's heavy. That's deep. Just think about it. When you burn, listen, and this is going to happen again. You understand? This is going to happen again when we take the kingdom. We're going to burn all them graven images down. All them big old churches and all them Muslim mosques and all that. Man, we burning all that down. And you're going to find a bunch of wealth in them places. Like, you've already seen it. What's the dude named? That devil. what's that devil name? The Christian pastor devil. The one that shut the stadium doors. He's like the white version of T.D. Jakes. Dang, what's that devil name? But y'all know who I'm talking about. He's a big $1 million Christian pastor, Joel Osteen. That's his name. I couldn't think of it for nothing. Joel Osteen, right? Now, he took pictures of him pulling out stacks of cash out of the walls in the churches. You get what I'm saying? And then he pulled out stacks of cash out of the walls in the church. I can guarantee you, if you had a video of it, I bet you before he pulled out that stacks of cash, it was probably hidden behind a big old picture of white Jesus. He probably moved the picture out the way, opened up the safe, and pulled all that stuff out the wall. You get what I'm saying? I bet you it was a picture of white Jesus. Listen, when we take the kingdom, we're going to burn all that stuff down. They're going to have money. They're going to have gold and diamonds and all that stuff hidden in the walls. Don't touch none of that. You touch that stuff, you hate the Lord. Let that stuff burn along with them fake idols. Let that stuff burn. There's going to come a point in time when we go on a war campaign and the Lord is going to tell us nothing comes out of this city. Burn the whole city down. That's what the Lord is going to tell us. Murder the whole city. Everything dies. That means the cattle. That means you ain't taking the fruits and vegetables. You're not taking no Babylonian garment and 30 shekels or 10 shekels or shillings. You're not doing that. All that stuff is going to be destroyed, man. This is what has to be done in order to preserve integrity when it comes to building a nation. Go ahead, Kevin.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there actually a story on that?
Absolutely.
Where, the Lord told them brothers, when they go there, don't take anything, slaughter everything, don't bring anything back, don't try to hide anything, I'm going to know. And somebody still came back with something.
Went to war and got slaughtered. And the king knew something's wrong. What's going on here? Start doing an investigation, found out who did it, and slaughtered his whole family.
Right.
Got him up out of there. Don't be that guy.
I think I remember you told me that story because, it was me asking you a question, because it was something that was going on. And, I asked him, man, am I doing something wrong? He was like, nah. You had broke that story out to me. He was like, nah. I'll give it, this story was an example. On the show, his family didn't do anything. His family, they was innocent in this whole situation. It was his mistakes that's what caused them to, their downfall, their death.
Damn right. You control the destiny of your family.
Right.
You can do something that'll mess your whole family up.
Right.
We're examples of that. Our parents made choices that put us in poverty. Our forefathers made choices that made us suffer under the hands of the Most High.
Right.
You control the destiny of your family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another story for another day. But in this case, though, don't be that guy, man. When the Lord tells you don't do something that's an abomination, believe him when he tells you. Why would the Lord lie to you? He ain't got time for that. He's telling you how he feel about it. Don't touch it. For you to touch that means you hate me. And let me tell you something. We don't hate the Lord here. We're going to do everything that the Lord says. Let's get some more.
Verse 26. Neither shalt thou bring an abomination unto thine house, lest thou be cursed, things like it. Lest thou be a cursed thing like it. But thou shalt utterly detest it, and thou shalt utterly abhor it, for it is a cursed thing.
Let me tell you something. That goes along with that one precept. Abstain from the appearance of evil. You get what I'm saying? Even before I came into the truth, I had a simple rule. You know what I'm saying? And my rule was this when it comes to my household. Don't bring anybody over to my house that you do not trust with your life. You get what I'm saying? Don't bring anybody over to my house that you don't trust with your life. I was living a different life back then. And I used to tell people just like this. If you don't trust them with your life, don't trust them with mine. Don't bring them over here. You get what I'm saying? Because if anything was to ever happen, I'm not looking for them, I'm looking for you. Because I trusted you and you trusted them. That's how it's going to go down. And with that being said, don't bring anything over to my house that you know I don't deal with or part of or live that lifestyle. Prime example, if certain people deal with, I use this month going on, certain people deal with homosexuals and lesbians and homosexuals. Some people deal with them kind of people. Let me tell you something, I don't.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If I so happen to deal with you for whatever reason, and them are the kind of people that you hang around with, hey, listen, that's you. But when you're dealing with me and we got something going on, and you got somebody like that with you, do not bring them over my house.
Right.
What the hell do I look like? Oh, here, come on in and bring, these trans in with you. You get what I'm saying? I know what the people at the home are saying. Well, he's a transphobe. You goddamn right. Whatever makes you feel better.
Right.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. You get what I'm saying? Whatever you want to say to help you sleep at night. Just know I don't deal with it. You get what I'm saying? I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Why should I have to accept it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't accept it.
Right.
And to each their own. Maybe you are accepted to trans and homosexuals and all that, and you like hanging out with them. Not in my household. We read that scripture again.
Verse 26.
Yep.
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination unto thine house.
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination unto the house. That stuff ain't allowed in the house of Isaiah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Not allowed on my porch. Get what I'm saying? I turn into the old man. Get off my yard.
Right.
That's what I turn into. You know why it's not allowed? Because of the scripture. It's an abomination. You abhor that. You get that stuff away from you.
Right.
You be discriminatory towards that. You get what I'm saying? You don't get it? I'll make it even simpler. Would you let a known pedophile in your house?
Right.
You know this dude, he likes them young. He don't care. If they're under the age of 13, he got to have them. And you got 2 newborns. You going to let that guy in your house? No. You're going to tell him he's not allowed in my house. You're going to abhor him. You're going to get him out of there. Well, listen, you don't have to be a pedophile. Only thing you have to do is not serve the Most High.
Right.
That's all you got to do. You get what I'm saying? Which means that pedophilia, homosexuality, lesbians, all that. Whatever you do, if you eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're not allowed over my house.
Right.
If you sinning against the Lord, you're not allowed over my house. It don't matter what sin it is. If I know about it, you don't get to kick it with me.
Right.
We not that. Listen, we not that. You're not that guy, pal. You get what I'm saying? You're not that guy, pal. We don't deal with that. We abstain from the appearance of evil. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's move on to 8 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe and do. To do, that ye may live.
That ye may what?
That ye may live.
That ye may what?
That ye may live.
Following these laws, statutes, and commandments means that you're going to live.
Right.
What's proof of that? I'll help you out. This is going to hurt your feelings, but I got to bring it out. Not too long ago, there was a shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo where a devil went into a grocery store and started shooting nothing but Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people.
Right.
He was just shooting Black people as far as the eye could see. When you see the video, you see him running through there. He catches a white dude behind the counter. Like, oh God, no, please. The white boy says, sorry, and then ran off to go kill somebody else. Some more Black people.
Right.
Now, what does that have to do with living? Read the beginning of 8 again.
All the commandments which I command thee this day, shall ye observe to do.
No, stop right there. Let me tell you something. One of them commandments is, before I finish, let me get to the little part where it says ye may live.
That ye may live.
One of them commandments is never trust the enemy. Understand? You understand? The Lord tells you, He tells you how to deal with these other nations. You get what I'm saying? The Lord told you to separate. To separate. You get what I'm saying? Separate. What does separate mean? Separate means don't be a part of them.
Right.
But you so busy being a part of everybody else. And we're dying because of it. When you follow what the white man says to do, you die because of it. When you follow what the Lord says to do, you live because of it.
Right.
It's a commandment for us not to trust our enemies and deal with our enemies. You understand?
Right.
We're supposed to be separate from them. We don't deal with them. If the second that you feel comfortable around your enemies, it's the second that you die.
Right.
Keep your head on the goddamn swivel out here and do not trust anything that is not Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. But you do the reverse. You do the reverse. You trust anything that isn't Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian.
Right.
If it's not Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you'll trust it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? When it should be the opposite. You should only trust Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
That's who you should only trust. Even when Black people go through it, man, we don't go into Walmarts to shoot innocent people. If it's pistol play with the Black person concerned, if somebody else gets shot, it was really just at random.
Right.
Because we just don't go randomly killing random people.
Right.
We aiming for one person. Whoever that we got an issue with. But you know what? A white man goes in and kills everybody because he has an issue with everybody.
Right.
Not just with that one person. He didn't just want to kill that one Black person. He didn't have an issue with just that one Black person. He had an issue with every Black person.
Right.
That's why he kills every Black person he can find. Stay away from these people, man. The Lord has commanded it. He commanded us to separate. Why would he tell us to separate if we could trust him? You don't separate from people you trust.
Right.
Let's get some more.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply, and go in and possesses the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers.
Yeah, right.
Verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the ways which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or not. Verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, what he might make that he might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doeth man. Verse 4. Thy raiment wax not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Verse 5. And thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee. Verse 6. Therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, to walk in his way, to fear him. For the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills. Verse 8. A land of wheat and barley and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, and a land of olive and honey. Verse 9. A land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarness. Thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hill thou mayest dig brass. Verse 10. When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Lord thy God for the good land which he hath given thee. Verse 11. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. Verse 12. Lest when thou hast eaten the full the artful, and hast built goodly houses, and dwell therein. Verse 13. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold are multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied. Verse 14. Then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of the house, out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Verse 15. Who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness? Therein were fiercey. Am I pronouncing that right? Were verse 15. It's good.
Okay. Yep, fiercely.
That's not an O though. It's just an R.
Fierce.
Fiercey. That's how I was asking.
Yep.
That's what. Just making sure. Wherein were fiercey serpents and scorpions, and drought, where there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint. Verse 16. Who fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy father knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee, to do thee good, and to do thee good at thy latter end. Verse 17. And thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand have gotten me this wealth. Verse 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day.
Yeah, right.
Verse 19.
Means that the covenant still is in effect.
Verse 19. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish.
Mm-hmm. You're going to follow them other gods, you're going to die. It was true back then, it's true now.
Verse 20. As the nation which the Lord destroyeth before your face, so shall ye perish before ye would not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God.
You follow after the mother nations, you're going to die with them.
All right. Verse Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 1. Hear, O Israel.
Who?
Hear, O Israel.
Everybody.
Hear, O Israel.
Keep going.
Thou art to pass over Jordan this day to go into possesses nations greater and mightier than thyself, cities great and fences up to heaven. Verse 2. A people and tall, it's like a great and tall people. No? Yeesh. No, I said it backwards. Yes, like it. A people great and tall, the children of Anakims, who thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard say, who can stand before the children of Anak? Verse 3. Understand, therefore, this day, that the Lord thy God is he which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire. He shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord hath said unto thee. Verse 4. Speak not thou in thine heart, after that the Lord thy God hath cast them out from before thee, saying, for my righteousness the Lord hath brought me into possesses this land, but for the wickedness of these nations the Lord doeth drive them out from before thee. Verse 5. Not for thy righteousness or for thy uprightness of thine heart doest thou go to possess their land, but for the wickedness of these nations the Lord thy God doeth drive them out from before thee, and that he may perform the word which the Lord sware unto thy father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 6. Understand therefore that the Lord thy God giveth thee giveth thee not this good land to possess it for thy righteousness, for thou art a stiff-necked people.
Right.
Verse 7. Remember and forget not how thou provokest the Lord thy God to wrath, not the wilderness, to wrath in the wilderness, from the day that thou didst depart out of the land of Egypt, until ye came unto this place. Ye have been rebellious against the Lord.
Even right now, to this day here in America, we are still rebellious against the Lord. Right now, to this day, You know how many people out here celebrating Pride Month? Pride Month, man. You celebrating homosexuality. That's rebellious against the Lord. Your whole goddamn lifestyle is rebellious against the Lord. Let me tell you something. If you live in an American lifestyle, if you live in the American dream, you are rebellious against the Lord. Because let me tell you something about this so-called American dream. The American dream is set up to keep you sinning against the Lord. Right. The American dream is based off of murder, rape, bloodshed, thievery. And if that's what you live in, then all of that's against the Lord. Right. You understand? Since we came over here to this land, we have been rebellious against the Lord. Right. We think that we're doing something out here. We celebrating Juneteenth, all this other stuff, man. And you don't even see how all that stuff is now intertwined with the gay movement. Right. Like you don't see how that's intertwined into homosexuality. They do it every goddamn time, black man. Right. And you want to be a part of it. Because as we know that you don't give a damn about serving the Lord. How do I know that you don't give a damn about serving the Lord? Because you don't stand with me and my brothers here in ISUPK. That's right. Let's get some more in the scripture. So like if I could. Go ahead, please. Also to mention, also to add on what you were saying about like this Pride Month, not only are they about to, finish this month up, but right after they get done with this, they're about to celebrate the 4th of July. Right. That's all I wanted to say. Yep. So, Pride Month, this month and next month too, huh? Right. Verse, it's like the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 8. Also in Horeb, ye provoked the Lord to wrath, so that the Lord was angry with you to have destroyed you. Verse 9. When I was gone up unto the mount to receive the tables of stone, the tablets. No, I think it might have been tables because I don't see a T. Yeah, that's right. The tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant, which the Lord made with you. Then I abode in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. I neither did eat bread nor drink water. Verse 10. Verse 10. And the Lord delivered unto me 2 tables of stone written with the finger of God, and on them was written according to all the words which the Lord spake with you in the mount out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. Verse 11. And it came to pass at the end of the 40 days and 40 nights that the Lord gave me the 2 tablets, like the 2 tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto me, Arise, get thee down quickly from hence, for thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I command them. They have made them a molten image. Verse 13. Furthermore, the Lord spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. If that ain't white Hispanics and Native Indians, I don't know who is. Verse 14. Let me alone that I may destroy them. I was young, my fault. Verse 14. Let me alone that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven. It's about to get ugly. And I will make of thee a nation mightier and greater than they. Verse 15.
So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the two tables of the covenant were in my hand, were in my two hands. Lock it. Verse 16. And I looked, and beheld, ye had sinned against the Lord your God, and had made a molten calf. Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which the Lord had commanded you.
To turn away quickly. You couldn't wait to give up on the law, statutes, and commandments. You couldn't wait to turn your back on the covenant that the Lord has made. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 17. And I took the two tables and cast them out of my two hands and brake them before your eyes. Verse 18. And I fell down before the Lord as at the first 40 days and 40 nights I did neither eat bread nor drink water, because of all your sins which ye sinned in doing wickedly in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger.
Right.
Verse 19. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure wherewith the Lord was wroth against you to destroy you. But the Lord hearkened unto me at that time also.
As he begged for our lives. Keep going.
Verse 20. And the Lord was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also the same time. Verse 21. And I took your sin, the calf, which ye had made, and burnt it with fire, and stamped on it, and ground it very small, even until it was as small as dust. And I cast the dust thereof into the brook that descended out of the mount. Verse 22. And that Tabor, and at Tabor, and at Messiah, and at my Lord, Salaki, Kabatha Tava.
I'll take it.
Ye provoked the Lord to wrath. Verse 23. Likewise, when the Lord sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, go up and possess the land which I have given you, then ye shall rebel against the commandments of the Lord your God, and ye believed him not, nor hearkened unto his voice. Verse 24. Ye have been rebellious against the Lord from the day that I knew you.
Right. That's us. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Keep going.
Verse 25. Thus I fell down before the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at the first, because the Lord had said he would destroy you.
Begging for our lives, man.
Right.
The Lord wanted to kill us, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. No other nation could survive what we survived. Let's get some more.
Verse 26. I prayed therefore unto the Lord and said, O Lord God, destroy not thy people.
What?
Destroy not thy people.
He begged, said, Lord, please don't destroy my niggas. Don't kill them. I beg you. Keep going.
Destroy not destroy not thy people and thine inheritance.
And who?
And thine
He
inheritance,
said, don't kill us and don't destroy the inheritance. Keep going.
which thou hast redeemed through thy greatness, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
Keep going.
Remember thy servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not unto the stubbornness
Of this people.
of this people, nor to their wickedness, nor to their sin.
Verse 27 said, remember the servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He was ready to kill us. He said, don't kill us. He said, don't kill them, man. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Remember how hardcore they were. You know what I'm saying? Remember the promises that you made to them. You know what I'm saying? You promised that this bloodline was going to be taken care of. And now you want to wipe them out because, you know, niggas going to be niggas. As they say in the Christian voice. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just going to be niggas. And that right there, that excuse right there, you know what I'm saying? Black people is just going to be black people. And here's what they, like, this is the actual saying. Niggas is going to be niggas. That right there is the reason why your Christian pastor would never plead to the Lord to save your life.
Right.
He's like, you're going to do what you do anyway. I might as well make a profit from it.
Right.
He's in cahoots to help you destroy yourself. He wants you to because it benefits him. You get what I'm saying? Black people is just going to be black people as an excuse that you've heard your whole life, and it justifies the rape, murder, pillage, and robbing of everything black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But here's what you got to remember. You got to remember your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Remember that bloodline, man, and how righteous they were. Remember Job and how perfect he was.
Right.
Remember the people who did serve the Lord and gave up everything to serve the Lord. Like this Bible right here, this book, there's so many good stories about how people gave up their lives all about serving the Lord. Not giving up serving the Lord so they could go live a happy life.
Right.
You understand? Let's get some more.
Verse 18. Lest the land whence thou broughtest.
Verse 28. You said verse 18.
No, I said 18. Verse 28. Lest the land whence thou broughtest us out, say, because the Lord was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them and hath brought them out to slay them in the wilderness.
He said, you can't be the God that brought us out of Egypt, promised us all this stuff, and then not deliver. Our enemies is going to talk about us. Our enemies is going to say, he couldn't save them. He brought them out of there. He did all that just to destroy them out here in the wilderness. Like, man, listen, let me tell you something, man. This right here was a great steward over the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know who this remind me of? Commander Junior High.
Right.
You understand? Excellent steward over the nation of Israel, who's doing everything in his power to make sure that the Lord shows us mercy, man. He held on to this truth so we can follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Brothers that take their oath serious, you get what I'm saying? We give up that lifestyle. We give it up all about building this nation and coming into the truth. But what do I mean, my brothers, to take their oath serious? It's the same thing that you see here is happening, has been happening. People portray the Lord. Like this school, we had, you know, the original 7, they broke off and started other groups and did their own thing and started portraying the Lord. Everybody's not meant to be a good steward. Everybody can't be Moses or Moses-like. It takes a special type of brother. It takes a special type of brother to be a true priest and prophet of the Lord and endure no matter what.
Right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 29. Yet they are thy people, and thine inheritance,
That's right,
which thou broughtest out from thy mighty power, and by thy stretched out arm.
Damn right. The Lord did this, man. Right now, as we sit here right now, everything that's good in your life, everything that's considered bad in your life, everything, period, Let me tell you something. This is all the Lord doing. It is the Lord wills, man. The Lord has willed it, man. And right now, we are here right now able to teach this class because the Lord allowed, because the Lord stretched forth his hand, man. And we still got so much farther to go, black man. Hispanic man, Native Indian man.
Right.
That's why it's so important that you join yourselves to your brothers, man, and help build this goddamn nation so we don't have to deal with this ever again, where the Lord is considering destroying us, and wiping out our inheritance and making and trying to make somebody mightier than us.
Right.
Who's mightier than you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man?
Right.
There's not a nation on the face of this planet that's mightier than you. The Lord would actually have to create a new one, because the ones that's here now are weaker than you, black man.
Right.
They're weaker than you, and they have tricked you into believing that you are weaker than them. That's sad, man. Come back to the Lord and get your strength back, man. Get your goddamn strength back so you'll know how to rule over these nations righteously, man, so we can get the covenants and the lands and everything that the Lord has promised us, and so we can be in rulership. I'm ready to rule some stuff. I'm ready to have a plantation full of slaves. I'm ready to do it all, man. How many times have you heard black people saying that they tired of this and tired of that and ready to have their own? You want your own? It's very simple. Serve the goddamn Lord. Serve the Lord, and you will get your own.
Right.
That being said, man, we about to go ahead and wrap it up. See where we at. Let's go ahead and clap it up. Imagine just remember how to pray. I know where we at.
I'll just save it on my phone.
Yeah, you know where we at.
Yep. Loya Shalom, which means to Israel.
With that, imagine. Here's the stand. We'll point you out your dome. Which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
I'm going to start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abano,
Abano,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Bashamayim,
Qudash,
Qudash,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakuka,
Malakaka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Watazayaka,
Zayaka,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Asha,
Shah,
Ba'aratazah,
Barakah,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathan,
Nathan,
Lanawa,
Now,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Call,
Call,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalakanaw,
Wasalakina,
Kabawakinaw,
Kawakina,
Katsalakanaw,
Kasalakina,
Wabawakinaw,
Kawakina,
Lawa'ah,
Allah,
Tabayanaw,
Ayana,
Benazai one,
Anazawa,
Abal,
Ball,
Habashanaw,
Shana,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rai,
Rai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalako,
Malaka,
Walaala,
Malala,
Walatapar,
Power,
Waalanyam,
Malaya,
Aman.
Aman. The Lord's Prayer in English. Our
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy
Thy
name.
kingdom come,
Thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done
thy will be done
on earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread,
Give us our debts.
and forgive us of our
We
debts,
forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our
Lead
debtors,
us not into temptation,
and lead us not into temptation,
deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory, forever. So be it. The prayer for the ka or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Shem Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Yahweh,
Baba Kashah,
Kasha,
Nathanaw,
Tanana,
Hakah,
Ka,
Hakah,
Ka,
La Pa,
La Pra,
Kal Makala,
Makala,
Wakal Madawa,
Kawarawa,
Haka.
Haka.
Lots of hard.
Tahar.
How much is a raya?
How much is a word?
Haka.
Haka.
Look, Lahaki.
Lahaki.
Hamati.
Hamaki.
Haka.
Haka.
Oh, Rakawa.
Rakawa.
Hatamaala.
Tamahala.
Lagarshan.
Garshan.
Ba Shimya Habasha.
Bashim Yamusha.
Tuwara
The
Ma.
water of mouth. The Haka or the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name Yamusha.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
The power to heal.
All men of sickness.
All manner of
And
sickness.
all men of disease.
And all manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse
The power to cleanse the
the
lepers.
power to raise the
The
dead.
power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
To cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Wa Meka'ala.
Yahweh.
Wa Lahayim.
Lahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Zabiyah.
Alawap Yahan.
Walk Yahan.
Ha Alawap.
Walk
Hazaranyim.
Yahan.
Ha Kwatazayanyim. Ha Kayayanyim. Wa Lakwat. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Tuwara Ma.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanded driven Yahweh.
Commanding Johnny Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains. The officers.
The
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashah.
Ashah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hori.
Marian.
Mariah.
Yabaa.
Yabah.
Isariah.
Azari.
Isariah.
Azari.
Ma'aim.
Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayan.
Here we are.
Wa Ratazah.
All Raphael.
All your thun.
All your done.
Lamawat.
Walk.
Wago.
Go.
All Yanawam.
All another one.
Shamar.
Mark.
Hana.
And now.
La'a. Yanawam.
They walk.
Wala'ala.
Allah.
Wala'a.
Allah.
Yeshun.
Yeshua.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yeshua.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazok.
Kazaka.
Al.
Al.
Yad.
Yad.
Yamika.
Yamika.
Yaramam.
Yamama.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
Ah.
Yakaka.
Akaka.
Wayarak.
Ayara.
Bayala.
Ayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamarka.
Makol.
Call.
Rai.
Right.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Aknapash.
Aknapash.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazak.
Kazak.
Wabuad.
Kawak.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ai.
Why?
Ma'ai.
I will
I
love.
will love. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift the minds into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the
From
hills.
whence comes my help?
From whence comes my
My
help?
help comes from Yahweh.
My help comes from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
Even
earth.
I suffer the foot to be moved.
Even I suffer that foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy keeper.
is thy keeper.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shade upon the right hand.
is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thee
shall preserve thee
from all
from all
evil.
evil.
Shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thy going out
shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. The book Psalms 120, Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Ohio,
Elohim,
all Damayah,
Al Tamiyah,
Lakah,
Lakah,
all
Al
Dakarash,
Takarash,
were all
Wa'al,
Dashaquat,
Dashaqua,
all
Al,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Hana,
Lana,
Awiyabika,
Abiyabika,
Yaham,
Yahweh,
Yawan,
Yahweh,
Ra'ash,
Ra,
all Imak,
Al Mak,
Yariyam,
Yariyam,
Suwad,
Zuwada,
I walk. Waita,
Waita,
Yaitazor,
Naitazor,
all Tazapunya,
Al Tazaponika,
Amaru,
Amaro,
Makawa,
Makwari,
Wanaki Dam,
Manakina,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala,
Allah,
Yazakar,
Yasakar,
Sham,
Shah,
Yashala,
Yashal,
Iwada,
Iwara,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Naitazor,
Naitazor,
Laba,
Ba,
Yakarado,
Yakaraka,
all Yakin,
Al Yakir,
Barya,
Boria,
Yakarato,
Yakaraka,
Ahoya,
Oh, I
Adawam,
don't want.
Wishmai,
Which my
Alayam,
Ario,
Moab,
Whoa,
Wagari,
where going?
the ball,
Cabal,
Maimon,
I'm a one.
Marmola,
Marmalak,
Halasha,
Oh, Shah,
Sham,
Shah,
Swaki, Halasha,
Oh, Shah,
An,
Right,
Yeshavia,
Shabby,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam,
Gam,
Asawar,
Ashawar,
Nalawa,
no what?
Amam,
And up.
Hayawan,
What do you want?
Zerawa,
Zerawan,
Labanya,
Lapunya,
Lawat,
Lawat,
Selah,
Selah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Lahum,
Lahom,
Kamadi,
Kalai,
Kasiyasara,
Hasarasara,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakao,
Banakal,
Kayashwan,
Kayashua,
Nashamadu,
Nasharma,
Bain the Arwa,
Bind the Harpa,
Haya,
Haya,
I don't know what, but I cannot pronounce it for some reason. Yeah, Haya what?
Say what?
I don't know why my brain turned off for a second. Haya what?
Say what?
The Mum,
The Mum,
La Dama,
the Dama,
Sharatamwa,
Sharatama,
Nara,
Nada,
Yabamarwa,
Yapmara,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakazaaba,
Wakazab,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakadazal,
Wakazal,
Manai,
Manai,
Kal,
Kal,
Nisai Kumwa,
Nisarkam,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amoral,
Nakal, Nisai Kumwa,
Nisarkam,
Banawa,
Pinaiwa,
Napashka,
the Pashka,
Alayam,
Kalayam,
Alaya,
Kalaya,
Sharatamwa, the
Sharatama,
Golgullah,
Gogala,
the Gwash,
Quash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Roraka,
or Qua,
Yabakashwa,
Kashwa,
Slaki, Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabaira,
Tabaira,
Yaira,
Yaira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak.
They'll keep on. Alright, Slaki. That'd be Wakalahaba,
Wakahaba,
Talahat,
Salahat,
Hariyam,
Ariam,
Kam,
Khan,
Thardabma,
Dardama,
Bazairika,
Bazira,
Wabasa,
Babasa,
Wapaka,
Papa,
Tabalam,
Tabalam,
Malaha,
Malaha,
Punyaham,
Panya,
Kwalawan,
Palawan,
Yabakashwa,
Wakwashwa,
Shimka,
Shabka,
Yahawah,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wabaala,
Wayabawa,
Idea,
Ivy,
I,
I,
Wakaparwa,
Wakaparwa,
Wabaga,
Wayabama,
Wadarwa,
Wayadara,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Ata,
Shimka,
Shabka,
Yahawah,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Al,
Al,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Al,
Al,
Call,
Kal,
Ha, Watza.
Psalms 83, the Hebrews. Keep not that silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace,
be not still.
and be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For look, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate thee,
and they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They have
heads.
taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
Consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off,
and let us cut them off
being a nation.
from being a
In
nation.
the name of Israel,
At the name of Israel,
make no more remembrance.
may no more remember.
They consulted together,
For they have consulted together
one consent.
with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee,
Tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The Ishmaelites of Moab.
and Ishmaelites of
The
Moab,
Hagarenes.
and Agarenes,
The Baal.
Gebal,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
The inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Sure also joined with them.
Assyria also is joined with
They have
them.
hope in the children of light.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Say light.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the
As
Midianites,
to Sarah.
as the Sarah,
As to Jabbok.
as the Jab,
At the brook of Kison.
at the brook Kison,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
Became as dung for you.
They became as dumb for the earth.
Make the nobles like a ram.
Make their nobles like a red,
Like Zed.
and like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes.
are their princes
Ziba.
as Zeba
And as a moon.
and as Amunah,
Who said,
who said,
Let's take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh, my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As a stubble before the wind.
as they stumble before the
As
wind.
a fire burns the wood.
As a fire burneth the
As
wood,
a flame sets the mountains on fire.
as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with their
So
tempest.
persecute them with thy
And
tempest.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame,
they seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
O
Let
Yahweh,
them be confounded.
let them be confounded
In trouble. Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know.
that men may know
Whose name alone.
that thou,
That men may know.
that men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Art the most high.
art the most high
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
I should be curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
in your name Yahweh Shah,
Listen to us now.
listen to us now,
Right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses,
Punishment and destruction.
punishment and
To the
destruction
heathen.
to the heathen
That speak against
that
us.
speak against us.
thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasures, the rich of Israel, that refuse to get to the school, force their riches, to enter into the sanctuary. Send evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasa Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet. In the airwaves. Cable access channel. The radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of that people. Seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. Standing away. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Loose all the plagues. Cause them to go. To and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues. Shake the house of the thief. And the murder. Let Yahweh, Michael, and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. Punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak that word. Cause it be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it be spread. Throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause the shake at that coming. In your name Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Little one. Shelby and sisters, which means to be seated, men of Israel, courtesy salute to the brothers. Amon Shabbat, Amon Barak, Yahweh Shimyon Shabrakatah, Imagine, which means to rise for the sisters, men of Israel, courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amon Shabbat, Amon Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba Shem Yahweh Little one. I'm sure that you actually, I don't think we go to the game. Sabbath service dismissed.